Hi, guys. Welcome to the Daily Dose for Friday, November 7th, 2025. Taking you into the weekend here. Talking about sports betting. No, not about the FBI and scandals and rigged card games and giving insider information to friends of players so they could profit off of that with their bets. No, this is about betting partnerships. Let's take you back to about 2014-15. The whole idea of sports betting apps and daily fantasy came to the forefront with two companies that basically got in front of everyone with mindshare, FanDuel and DraftKings. And now, 10 years later, they have become, over time, a duopoly when it comes to sports betting apps and sports betting mindshare. Well, another company tried to get in the space, Penn Entertainment, first with Barstool Sports, signing up Dave Portnoy and that outfit years ago. That didn't work for a variety of reasons. They basically sold it back to Dave Portnoy for $1, and they switched over to ESPN. Penn Entertainment, a longtime operator of casinos and iGaming, was up until yesterday in business with ESPN to form ESPNBet. So if you open up ESPN and you want to make a bet, you do it through ESPNBet. The hope of the two companies was to create some market share for themselves and maybe even get to the lofty number of 20%. Now, again, you have DraftKings and FanDuel at about 70% market share, so that would have been a tough sell, and it didn't work. Basically, it wasn't moving the needle. They're getting destroyed by DraftKings and FanDuel, as I say, the duopoly, and they called it quits. So a 10-year deal for $2 billion turns into a 2-year deal. It's like one of these NFL contracts where it says it's 10 years. It's really 2 years and we'll see. This was 2 years and we'll see. Penn is out. ESPN is out. They say it's mutual, but basically I look at it as Penn wasn't getting anywhere with this, so they dropped out. They don't have any more payments after these 2 years of payments. And ESPN wasn't getting where they wanted to be, which is a real competitor to DraftKings and or FanDuel. Neither was happening. So within an hour of dropping Penn, ESPN announces, hey, we got a new partnership with DraftKings. So it's one of those, if you can't beat them, join them argument moments for me, because ESPNBet tried to do it alone, tried to do it with Penn. They couldn't do it. They can't compete. So they're back in with DraftKings, just as they were before Penn on a lighter level. It really has come down to these two companies that were 10 years ago startups that created this massive market share, and everything, it seems, in sports media is sponsored by one of these two. Now there's Prize Picks out there, there's Bet Rivers, but these two control it. And full disclosure, my podcast, The Business of Sports, which I hope you all are listening to weekly, sponsored by DraftKings, just like most every other podcast in sports, either DraftKings or FanDuel. So ESPN Bet is no longer. All right, have a great weekend. Talk to you next week.